Loaded Question is a Pinnacle weapon added to the game during Season 5. To obtain it, complete the Countdown to Zero quest from Zavala. The main perk on it, Reservoir Burst, reads, when the magazine is full, your next burst deals 33% additional damage and causes enemies to explode on death. I added the actual percent increase because that's what you really want to know. The weapon also has auto-loading holster, which will reload your weapon when it's stowed. So the question you probably want answered the most is, should I grind for this weapon? Well, the real answer is, why not? Because this quest doesn't really require a lot. If you just focus on it when arc burns are active, then you should be able to complete it in no time. But the real question is this quest worth dedicating my entire focus on because that's the only way I ever play the game? In that case, I'm going to have to say no. Let's start off with looking at the quest real quick. You need 500 fusion kills, 1,000 arc kills, and complete 40 strike-based activities. This includes Nightfall strikes selected from the destinations, playlists, etc. I completed the 500 fusion kills in about 4 strikes, and the 1,000 arc kills was done before I had 10 completed. So this quest is definitely not demanding anything insane out of you. Finally, before we talk about the gun, I need to preface this review portion with the statement that I don't like fusion rifles. I never really have, and I probably never will. Now in PvE, the absolute best way to use this weapon is with something to cheese the reload. Titan Rally Barricade, Warlock Lunafaction Rift, Striker Inertia Overdrive, Hunter Sealed Alamkar Grass. All these are great ways to try and get around having to actually naturally and slowly reload. In these scenarios, Loaded Question absolutely decimates enemies of every type except bosses. I highly recommend tossing on a major spec mod since you already kill normal mobs super quick. Outside of those perfect conditions where you can stand and deliver volley after volley of exploding death bolts, the weapon starts to fall short a bit. Once you fire off that first shot, you don't have anything else that really makes the gun stand out. You're stuck with a vanilla high-impact fusion. There's no high-impact reserves to work towards at the bottom of the mag, no rampage to stack up through kills, no slide shot to get another high-impact burst off. Nothing. So the best way to use it is just stow it and ping away with a different weapon until auto-loading holster does its thing, then shoot your big shot, and then swap back to your other weapon. All of this is also dependent on you having ammo to reload the weapon. Fusion Reserves and Scavenger is highly recommended with this so you can actually have the ammo to stuff into the gun to get that increased damage. In PvP, I can't recommend you use this. You have to be so devoted to Fusion lifestyle, and even then, you can just get better ones for PvP. Since you have to have a full magazine, you will be collecting ammo frequently, assuming you want to actually use that perk, which you do because you can consistently land kills at about 50 meters. Since the increased damage shot does 64 per bolt, you only have to land 4 bolts to guarantee a kill. If they've taken basically any damage aside from that, then you will kill them with only 3. Normally it will take 5 bolts at 48 damage per to guarantee a kill. Fusion rifles also suffer from range falloff, so the increased damage shot will allow you to carry that damage out to some pretty gnarly ranges people don't normally expect a fusion to kill at. Is all this worth it though? No, not in PvP. Use Telesto, or decently rolled air intel from the gunsmith. Having to work up to those 7 rounds is just too difficult most of the time in PvP. And if you die, you have to start all over again, farming up green ammo. Chances are, if you can do that with any consistency, then you don't really need this gun to do well in PvP. So in short, Loaded Question is more of a tech demo of an interesting PvE perk. The weapon itself really needs you to go all in on using its perk if you want to see any outlandish success with it. If you are a fusion rifle fan, chances are you already have something you enjoy. So the only standout thing I can say about this is that it makes dealing with blockers and gambits super easy. Aside from that, At least it's a fairly short pursuit to go for if you're looking for something to do once you've finished up some of your stuff from your weekly routine. I'll be watching this weapon, or more the perk, in the future, as I do think it's an extremely high power level thing. If they ever update the weapon, I'll be sure to post an update in the description. Speaking of that, let me know what you think about this gun in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, a positive rating would be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.